Vice President Mike Pence, the mansplainer. Vice presidential debate a few days ago, and the media is out there doing what they do best, stirring up bullshit because, well, Kamala Harris, she was mansplained to. Mike Pence interrupted her. It's not fair. She's a victim. She's a woman of color. He can't do that because he's a lowercase w Supreme Pizza guy, member of the party from the 1930s. You know the friggin' drill by now. He's an artist. He is an essayist. He hates women. How do you know someone is mansplaining, if that's even a real thing? I mean, I get it. I get the origins of it. For example, say you're in a college class. Say it's economics, right? So there's the professor. He's a man. He's lowercase w. You know, he might even have voted for Trump. I mean, my God, what kind of people do we allow in college to teach? And what if a female student in the class had a question? Excuse me, professor, could you explain the velocity of money and blah, 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 blah? I think mansplaining would be if the professor said something like, okay, little lady, let me try to explain it to you in terms a woman would understand. Let me dumb it down for you because you're a woman. See, there's got to be something there with respect to bias, saying that a woman couldn't possibly understand because she's a woman. That would be essist. That would be mansplaining, see. But if the professor, the question is asked about the velocity of money, and the professor explains to her, okay, here's the velocity of money and blah, 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 with no bias. No, oh, young lady, I'll help you understand this man concept or something on that order. Now, I can certainly understand it. The condescending sort of, some men used to treat women in certain ways. Like, what does a woman know about repairing a washing machine or changing a tire? Well, she's a woman, man. They don't know that stuff. I think that would be a good definition of mansplaining. You've got to have something in your heart or your head that you believe somehow women are inferior, that they couldn't understand the concept, only men can, and men's got to dumb it down to explain it to the women's and all that other essist crap, right? Vice President Pence did not mansplain to Senator Harris. He was explaining his positions, just like the senator explained her positions. It's a debate. Answer questions about what you will do if you're reelected or elected, etc., and so on. It wasn't mansplaining. I mean, look at Senator Harris. You could disagree with her politics all you want. Very successful career, attorney general and all that stuff. She has done a lot with her life. And now she's a sitting senator and the first female of color to be nominated to a major party candidacy for the vice president. That's great. Wonderful. I'm not going to vote for him, but hey, good for her. The media treating her as if she was victimized by the evil Pence. Mr. Lukewarm here. I mean, the guy he's steady. He's certainly not Trump-like in any manner. He's sort of a counterweight to Trump, I guess you could say. I watched the debate. I'm sorry. He interrupted her a couple times. She interrupted him a couple times. And she showed her strong, powerful woman. You can do anything a man can do in a dress and heels and, whatever. Excuse me, Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking. Good. Yes, that's what you do in a debate. But the media, of course, is accusing Pence of, mansplaining. So they can somehow see inside his heart or his head or his biases. Now, I guess mansplaining is just a man giving his point of view, his policies. Explaining anything to a woman now is mansplaining because, wow, women are all, walk on water. That's not mansplaining. Well, the deal is the bias. Like I said, if you're a man, woman asks you a question, it's like, well, okay, little lady, you don't know nothing because y'all's a woman. Mansplaining. Condescending tone. I get it. But what Pence did was not mansplaining. He was defending his positions. The media wants you to think that, well, anyone who happens to be a Republican or is to the right of Stalin, well, he's an N-word and a blah, blah, blah. And obviously he's biased and he hates women and he's a misogynist and he wants to put women back in the kitchen. barefoot and pregnant, blah, 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 take away your right to an abortion and your birth control pills. That's not what happened. You can watch the debate. You can see they were sharp elbowing each other the whole night. Not as much as Trump, but they were getting digs in here and there. I mean, obviously, that's what it's there for. So these idiots and these friggin' losers in the media, and he's mansplaining, come on. Had the vice president said something like that, okay, Senator Harris, I know you're a woman, so it's going to be hard for you to understand this, but mansplaining. Here's my position on this policy, and this is what Trump and I will do in the next administration. That's not mansplaining. That's defending your position. Do you get it, media? Are you on board yet? I'll put a link below or two. James Maxwell, thank you for listening.